Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly singles love reading for Aries. How are you guys? Let's see what's coming in. What does Aries need to know? Ooh, I see the star. I see mutual feelings here. Oh my goodness, the chariot. Someone's coming in to take the lead. Six of Wands, yeah. Someone may put on the brakes because their pride got in the way. But they're taking a look at this, the feelings being mutual. Yeah, two people, pride getting in the way. A little power struggle maybe here. But it has to do with someone taking the lead, planning, preparing, hoping for the best. Yeah, very nice energy. This is someone whose pride got in the way. They put on the brakes, they're taking another look. The feelings are mutual, the star. Two people maybe get a lot of attention, popular. That's the chase. Interesting. Aries, what's going on? We have the Knight of Swords. This is someone thinking things through, taking decisive action. Wow. We have a King of Pentacles. Someone waiting for things to calm down. This is someone trying to avoid a disaster. So they put on the brakes, thinking things through, choosing their battles. And we have the High Priest. Little Taurus energy possibly. It's just energy. But I feel like this person's been thinking things through, choosing their battles, trying to avoid a disaster. This is generally somebody with good morals and values. It's about being on the same page. It's about two people being on the same page, getting each other. Somebody didn't get, but I'm going to tell you, it's two people's pride getting in the way. But it's about, this is someone protecting themselves, everything they work for. See, it's someone who thinks someone's chasing them. So they put on the brakes. And now they're taking another look. See, it's energy of someone trying to avoid a disaster, or someone's avoiding someone. They're not budging and moving now. Somebody's not budging and moving. But this is someone finding out the feelings are mutual. They've learned something this time in between. So it has to do with some sort of an agreement here. Some kind of agreement. Yeah, it's about starting something new. Everything's coming out in the open. This is somebody here taking control of the situation. It's a person grounded, practical, see, protecting themselves because someone's chasing. Someone here who gets chased. But I still feel someone's putting on the brakes because their pride got in the way. Maybe they felt they couldn't provide or they weren't ready, whatever the situation. But it's about someone trying to figure out, too, if someone started something new. But it has to do with the feelings being mutual. Look at this, the feelings being mutual. Someone's taking another look. It's a cycle ending, a new cycle beginning. This is someone who feels win-win. This goes in both people's favor. Something to do with the timing. Someone was choosing their battles. Tell me about the chariot. Yeah, someone here has been waiting. Someone waiting. Situation's about to come to fruition, a whole new cycle. Yeah, while someone's waiting, we could have a new person coming in here, especially if you're moving on or breaking free, but it looks as though somebody has put on the brakes, protecting themselves. This is a person who gets chased by a lot of people. They're very popular, but it's an energy of mutual here. Six of Wands. Yeah, so someone who sees opportunity, but yeah, this is both people. Nobody's budging. No one's giving in. We have two people protecting themselves, maybe just their hearts, their money, but it's an energy of no one budging. And there's opportunity. This is someone who was waiting, maybe looking elsewhere, keeping their options open. But definitely not making any kind of move. Yeah, it has to do with someone reaching out. This is someone choosing their battles. This is someone going to reach out here. This is someone finding out the feelings are mutual. Some sort of an agreement. Tell me about the High Priestess. Yeah, someone ended a relationship. It's over. So someone stabbing someone in the back. Someone who thought they were faithful, loyal, maybe a friend. Friend of a friend. Someone's trying to control something here. Someone's losing control because this person's going to... See, this is someone who reaches out to someone and they wait. Someone's been waiting for someone to reach out. But it's somebody trying to avoid a disaster, avoiding someone. Because something ended, a relationship ended. See, ending something before starting something new. Let's have a look at the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles. Yeah, oh, King of Pentacles. This is someone looking ahead, planning and preparing. Someone's learning something here too. Yep. See, pride getting in the way. See, being able to provide. Someone choosing their... Somebody here's... This is a person who felt they couldn't provide or give someone the attention that they needed. So they avoided them. And it's possible too they felt someone was interested in them for what they could provide. But something ended. Something ended here. It was painful, and it's over. Now someone's rising like the phoenix from the ashes. Yeah, we have someone who's single. They're definitely single. Someone who takes care of themselves. They take pride in all the things they do. This is someone looking to see if someone's single. They feel like they need to hurry up. Yeah, it's about two people coming together. It's all being exposed. Happiness and joy, love, a bond, a connection between two people. Tell me about this Three of Wands. Yeah, someone here has got something bothering them, weighing heavily on them. Yeah, it's a cycle ending though. See, windfall of abundance. While someone's waiting. Yeah, it's definitely something bothering someone. It's weighing heavily. It's a person with a lot of responsibilities. So it's just two people not moving. Nobody's moving or budging or giving in. Yeah, we have someone here taking a step back, seeing things a little differently. See, it's a person who felt something was off. Now they're taking another look. It's a person protecting themselves from somebody who just wants someone who wants attention, where they only come in, someone who only comes in when they want attention. But it's also someone who gets a lot of attention. So it's a person who feels this isn't in their favor, someone who doesn't have their best interest at heart. But it's also about whether someone's actually interested too. Because this is taking a step back. See, there's been some time in between, things calming down. Yeah, someone has some regret for not budging and giving in. See, some stress, anxiety. Someone was definitely dealing with something. Yeah, someone has regret for not offering the pentacle, for not reciprocating. It has to do with committing. It has to do with someone making a commitment. This is someone who's playing the field. They get a lot of attention. Now, this person here, I feel, has just kind of been waiting. They're no longer waiting. They're keeping their options open. They're ready for something different. Yeah, there's another person coming in. These are two people. I feel this is an energy of two people that are the same, Aries. One of them is a little different than the other. One of them is someone who will commit. The other person won't commit. Because there's a person here who avoids commitment. It's a person playing the field. Yeah, you can see someone assessing the situation, taking their time. It has to do with whether someone was sincere. Yeah, now the tables are turning. You see, this is why I feel the tables are turning. This could be somebody coming back around after a long period of time. It says to look out for yourself, look out for number one, because it has to do with commitment. But it looks like we have someone who's ended something during this time. And they're coming towards you. Somebody planning, preparing, wanting to provide. Somebody here who wants to provide. See, it's an energy of someone who doesn't want to provide. They don't want the responsibility. They have a lot of baggage. Yeah, so someone knows something is off. They're not trusting it. Someone maybe it's mixed messages, mixed signals. But I gotta tell you, I feel some of you, somebody here is more interested in what you can provide them than what they can provide for you. Yeah, Queen of Cups. There it is. Somebody kind, compassionate. Somebody there could be some forgiveness, some times gone by. Something is being learned, but it's about avoiding a disaster. This is someone who's kind of moved on from someone, but this is a person coming in. There's some sort of change coming. Be careful of someone who comes in and does the same thing. Someone who'll never change. They just want to be single. But some of you, you have changed. This is something that changed you forever. Yeah, I see truth. Cutting someone out, speaking the truth. Somebody could be telling someone you just want to be single. But I feel it's just cutting someone out. This is when you know something is off. Yeah, it's a person who just wants to be single. They just come in when they want attention, but when you want attention, they don't respond or reply. So, it's saying to pay attention to the red flags. They're cautioning you, okay? It's telling you to trust your inner knowing. Yeah, I feel some of you have learned some lessons, apply it to this situation. Some of you just might want to be single now because of this. Something changed you forever. So I do see truth. But I also feel someone giving someone advice, telling someone truth. This person just wants to be single. But I think you know the truth. If it is a person coming in, it's someone who's going to do the same thing again. They'll never change. Some of you have changed, though. Yeah. Some of you have changed. You're definitely independent. Yeah, you got someone here looking for clues and answers here, looking at why. It's a person who's been on their own path. But yeah, it's telling you to pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Okay? Yeah, you've got, it has to do with someone's feelings, how somebody feels. See, something felt off. I feel some of you got a choice. I feel like you got somebody new coming in, someone who's kind, compassionate, caring, someone who cares. But it looks like this is someone who's ended. See, you've got a person who's ended something. Now, some of you, you got this person coming in, and then you have this person coming back around. It's saying to watch the red flag, someone who will never change. Somebody here who's never going to change, but I feel you've changed. One thing for certain, you've learned. Your sword is up. You protect what's yours. You're protecting yourself. You're protecting your heart. Yeah. Yeah, there's been hurt. See? Fool me once, twice, three times. Who knows? Yeah, there's been some hurt and heartache here. Who's this King of Cups? This is someone different. It's an Emperor. Yeah, somebody wants to ask you out. Now, I wonder if there's still something bothering you about one of these people. Because I feel you know who they are. Or it's just somebody new coming in. There's happiness and joy. It's about two people coming apart, two people coming together. So it's possible you have somebody who ended something with another person. It may not have to do with you. But I feel it. Just watch out for somebody who comes back in and does the same thing. Because they may never change. But I do feel like you've got somebody here who's wanting to date you and ask you out. Somebody high vibrational, positive. Somebody who cares. Somebody who cares. You deserve better. You deserve better. Yeah. Yeah. You don't deserve something that someone did here. But I still feel like you're moving on. I really feel this is something that's changed you forever. But if this is someone coming back around after a long period of time, it's about, I feel like you got two people who are similar, but one of them is different. One of them is someone who will commit. They'll build that foundation. They'll take you on a date. Because I actually feel like you got someone here who kind of avoids commitment. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a third party, someone who's involved with lots of people, always playing the field. Somebody where the grass is always greener on the other side. But one of these people is sincere. They're not like the other. So this is where I feel you may have some trust issues. And I do feel there's something bothering you. But I feel like you're releasing all this. I see a whole new cycle. If it's not you, it's the other person. But there was definitely this energy of opportunity, options. Someone who gets a lot of attention. Someone's been procrastinating. This is someone who knows a good thing when they see it. So I do think it's going to be tempting, but Like I say, this is somebody who's kind of stubborn, stuck, selfish. But now I feel like you're protecting yourself if this person comes back around. There's an energy of 3 people here. One of these isn't like the other. One of them is loyal, faithful. The other one isn't. Yeah, you know what you want. See, you're turning your back here. You know what you want. You're not settling for breadcrumbs. You're not settling. You're not going to settle regardless of who it is. Because you know what you want. You've changed your focus. You're no longer, you've moved on. Something changed you forever. And I think you know, you're wise, that this somebody here will never change. But you have. Yeah, you're not a pushover. You're definitely not someone who's going to give without receiving. But yeah, it looks like you got a choice to make. Yeah, something is definitely over. This is over. And I do feel like you have somebody here. Maybe they came in at that time, or they were going through something at that time. The timing wasn't right. It's interesting because the tables are turning. But whatever happened here is over. Now, I don't know if you and this person connected where you both left something behind around the same time. But regardless, this is finished. Something's over. Someone here will never change. And I feel that's why you're no longer looking. You're no longer giving someone attention. You're no longer feeding their ego. Yeah. Somebody who comes in to get their ego stroked. But it's a person who ends it every time when it's time to make a commitment. That's what I feel. Yeah. But you've got another person. Who's this other person? I feel they're both very much the same, but one of them's different. One of them will follow through. Yeah. Somebody here they will commit. Someone will commit. They're different than your usual type. They're your type, but they're different. They're stable. They're grounded. So somebody who, they're definitely different. They're coming after you. They're putting their best foot forward. They're planting the seed. They will make a commitment. They are looking for a partner. The other person doesn't want the responsibility of a partner. They're not reliable. You can't rely on them. They won't be there for you through thick and thin. The other person will. Yeah, interesting. Let's have a look at the sun. Yeah, see, it's an energy of walking away from one, looking for someone new. Somebody else is walking away. They've ended something. They're looking for new. You and another person are looking for the same thing. Yeah, both of you are cautious, careful what you wish for. But this is 2 people who've never really got what they wanted. You're about to get your cup filled. I see playing it safe too. Yeah, being a little more cautious, not giving too much. Yeah, High Priestess. Yeah, trusting your intuition, your inner knowing. So I feel like you kind of already know. Yeah, you're going to play it safe. But yeah, I feel somebody's definitely, there's an energy of walking away, leaving something behind that wasn't emotionally fulfilling. Yeah, 2 people going to come together. Tell me about the High Priestess. See, keeping it all in privacy, keeping things to yourself. Yeah, I do see some people. I see the Empress, opportunity. I see the Star, you know your worth and value. Yeah, this is where I feel like releasing this lack, this negativity, letting someone go that lacks. A person who's, it's an energy of a replacing a low vibrational person with somebody who's high vibrational, happy, positive. See, releasing this negativity. Letting it go. See, looking into the future, you're looking ahead. Yeah, you've got happiness and joy there. Some of you are ready for something new. But definitely letting go with this negative energy. Yeah. I feel like, this is gorgeous because I feel too, like you know your worth and value. And I definitely feel this energy of feeling kind of lonely. But yeah, I feel it's just, you're looking at this, what ended. It is what it is. You're not settling for breadcrumbs or lack. Okay, I feel like you're not lacking. You're not going to be lacking anything here. Tell me more about that, just to clarify. Yeah, taking a little pause, looking at things from a different perspective. Somebody has a whole different perspective of you. See, this is someone who's taken a pause. I don't feel like this is yourself as much. It could be, but it's putting the shoe on the other foot. Looking at how the other person would feel if somebody ghosted them, ignored them. Yeah, someone ghosted or ignored you, so you're no longer talking to them. You're focused on someone else. But it's just a low vibrational person. And it's an out with, ending a new beginning. Something is over. You've got a new beginning. But it's all about putting the shoe on the other foot, how the other person feels. Some of you got someone checking you out here, or you are. Yeah. Let me grab this deck here, Aries. Let me just take a look. I'll wrap this up. Let's just see what it is with that low vibrational energy. Because it's about taking a pause, looking at this from a whole different perspective. I mean, it could be someone seeing you from a different perspective, or just a whole different perspective, how somebody is feeling. Yeah, someone here seeing the bigger picture after a pause. It's a bit of an awakening. So it's a person who sees the bigger picture. Yeah, I feel like you're thriving. This is the energy of thriving. Someone who's thriving. There's no lack here. Yeah, and I do see an energy of loyalty. Yeah, doing what you love. But this is somebody being loyal. See, it has to do with someone who's loyal. Some of you have an issue with people who lack loyalty. They're not loyal. Now, there could be a friend here because the star may be a mutual friend. If you have a mutual friend here who's... I do see a mutual friend. This is the Empress. Some of you, you're in the Empress. You're open. You're keeping your options open. I see opportunities, invitations, people coming together, a gathering, people talking. There's a mutual friend. Someone's talking to someone. They're telling somebody something. But it's somebody who also sees you as loyal. Yeah, so I actually feel as someone seeing you as... the Empress is a loyal energy. But it's also someone who's thriving. The Sandpiper spirit. Be playful. Someone playful, youthful, living in the moment. So I feel like you're just going down a whole new path. Yeah, it's an energy of letting go of this person. Somebody who's not loyal. Someone who won't commit. Third party situation. You see, this is what I feel. Somebody who comes back around and does the same thing. They just want to be single. You're no longer interested. You've got a new person. I feel like you have a new person here. I feel like you're going to go down a whole new path. You're leaving this behind, this lack and negativity. Yeah, you can see things clearly now, Queen of Swords. See, you can see everything very clear, clearing out the past, clearing these... Some of you might even be clearing some people out here. If you have a friend who's not been loyal to you and they're up to something, playing mind games or manipulating, you might be leaving some people behind. But I do see this clarity. If it's not yourself, it's the other person seeing you clearly, seeing you from a different perspective. I feel like you're loyal. But I feel like it has to do with privacy. Keeping things to yourself private. Yeah. It's going to be a secret, some sort of an agreement, a secret. So somebody revealing your secret, somebody who's very negative. Take it how it resonates. We know loyalty means everything. Yeah, I do see open to infinite possibilities. Someone here sees opportunity with you. They see the possibilities. Yeah, you've got love around you. There's somebody who's ready to start new. It looks like you're just moving on from this lack. These people who have lack. It's also an energy where it's time for change, maybe socializing in a different social circle. If you have people who drag you down or hold you back from what it is, things that you want to achieve, even in your love life, yeah, because you've got love all around here. I see you being kind, compassionate, being really caring, but it's almost like, yeah, people just aren't loyal or faithful. I do feel that some of you have somebody who's or somebody feels that you're that way. It's possible, but I feel like you're just leaving behind this negative energy and negative people, or just people who lack loyalty is what it looks like to me. Yeah, there's beautiful transformation. Beautiful transformation. And with the Nine of Cups, I do feel there's somebody here that's been a little full of themselves, expecting more than they're willing, like expecting to get more than they give. And that's why I feel like some of you have dealt with that. You deserve better. And that's what I feel. Somebody around you knows. They know something. No, I don't know if this is a friend who's telling you this. It could be a loyal friend, someone telling you, you know, or somebody else. But you definitely deserve better. Yeah, the hummingbird spirit. You've got good luck, a good omen. Yeah, be here now. Something about now. Someone wants to get something going. Yeah, it's telling you to watch your words. Somebody may be telling somebody. Just watch out for somebody who parrots something you say. Okay? Somebody who's revealing something. I'm going to be honest. I feel like somebody is not being loyal. They're not a loyal friend. So it's saying to keep things to yourself. Don't say anything. Don't, like if you got a new love interest, keep it to yourself. Okay? Yeah. But just watch your words, Aries, because I feel like someone here is definitely up to something negative. I don't know if they're saying negative things about you or what, but I actually feel you're looking at this in very, very positive. I don't think it's negative words. It's more like people who come in. It's a love interest. Somebody here that it's over. It's finished. You're done. There's no looking back. So you're looking forward. You're not going back to something with all this luck. Someone who breadcrumbed. It's a person who wants more than they're willing to give, or more than you're willing to give them. But I feel like the person, it's like there's these two people. One isn't like the other. Something feels a little off. One of them will commit. Solid. Stable. They're stable. I feel like you're also, it's all about being stable. Tell me more about the Queen of Wands. I feel like I need to dig. Something interesting there. Yeah, you are never alone. This is somebody trying to get you alone. They want to get you alone. Somebody wants to get you alone. Yeah, you're shedding or releasing, healing. You're healed from something, I feel, already. You're focused on the future. Yeah. If you have somebody who keeps coming in, they won't leave you alone. You're going to be speaking up and speaking your mind, but just watch out for somebody who you tell something and they tell somebody else. So I feel that's all it is. Yeah, if you say something negative about somebody because you have concern, they may be telling someone else. But I do see healing, and this snake energy is shedding all that energy. Yeah, and healing. And there we have the dolphin. Yeah, this and that are true. Be careful about what's true. What someone's telling you is actually true or not. If you have somebody who comes in, pay attention to the red flags, because something's cautioning you here. It's telling you to play it safe. Making sure something is true. Yeah, there's going to be truth. It's going to be exposed, and it's going to make you happy. Okay, very happy, positive energy. Yeah, it's about coming together. Two people going to see eye to eye. There's going to be a private conversation. Just you and this person, just the two of you. Okay. Some of you are loyal. You're keeping someone's secrets. You're not saying anything. But I don't know if you're getting that in return. And that's what I feel. And it could be just a friend. There might be somebody here who's... There could be some jealousy or something. Someone's jealous of you. Just watch for that. Yeah, it's pretty interesting because, but I do feel some of you have ended something and there's definitely been heartache. It's like you're moving on. You're avoiding, trying to avoid this person. You're trying to avoid a disaster. Yeah, somebody was definitely sneaky. Someone was definitely sneaky and up to something. This is someone goes off to lick their wounds. See, you figured them out. You're figuring someone out. They've gone off to lick their wounds. Yeah, this is someone who was juggling. Juggling two people. I feel there's nothing that compares to you to someone else. So I don't even know if it has to do with you. It could have to do with the other person. But you're going to get truth. Okay? Yeah. Because I feel like you're going to have a private conversation with someone. Yeah, the cup runneth over. Fresh new start, opportunity. I do see healing and shedding. But like I say, pay attention to the red flags. If you have someone who just reaches out when they want attention, and then when it's time to take it to the next level or make a commitment, they sneak away. Okay? Sometimes all isn't what it seems. So, like I say, this and that are true. One more. I just feel like I need to dig here. But I feel like most of you will figure this out. Tell me more about the dolphin spirit. Yeah, see, there's some jealousy and competition. There's jealousy here. Someone's trying to compete. And I don't think you're competing. I don't think you're going to compete here. I feel like you're just going to avoid all this. You're going to avoid drama. You're not interested in the drama. Okay? But if you have someone who's jealous and they're trying to compete with you, you may be releasing some people, maybe connecting with some new people. I also see moving, possibly even relocating for some of you. But whoever this next person is, they come in right. They put their best foot forward. They plant the seed. They build a proper foundation. They're sincere. You've got a person who's not sincere and someone who is. Okay? And I think you're going to see the signs because you've already learned something. Yeah, you've got a cup coming in. It's just not really saying who it is. Yeah, it's about taking a leap of faith. See, reflecting on the past, applying the lessons you've learned from this last connection here. Yeah, it's the moth to the flame, surrendering. Yeah, you got to watch out for the moth to the flame, surrendering. It's just saying to look before you leap. Yeah. Yeah, slow and steady. Anybody who's willing to take things slow. Okay? Looking for if somebody's sincere before you take a leap of faith. Whatever goes on between you and this person, keep between you. Don't share it with someone else because they may be jealous and trying to keep you apart from someone here. But I don't feel that for most of you. I feel most of you it's just morals, values, lifestyle, the way someone conducts themselves. Watch their body language, the way they behave. Because it has to do with this never being alone. Someone wants to get you alone. If you got someone who only wants to be alone with you or they just want to get you alone, I mean, all may not be what it seems. It's possible they want to have a private conversation. But, okay, look before you leap. Remember the lessons you've learned. Take it slow. Yeah, just look at the situation and assess it. Yeah, just assess the situation. Yeah, some of you are letting go of someone. See, it's time to let go. To let go of somebody because you have another person here. And if it's not you, it's someone else. So, yeah, the crows. Yeah, co-creating with spirit. Spirit will guide you. You'll get little downloads, messages, signals. It's saying to trust your gut. Okay? So don't be afraid to go down this path with someone because the sun is shining. It is new. I do see going down a path of happiness and joy. Yeah, very nice. I see a possible Leo energy for some of you. I see Sag, Leo. Just watch out for the signs and the signals. I definitely feel some of you have got a player. Somebody here who's a bit of a player. Someone who juggles. They can't make up their mind. The grass is always greener. As soon as it's time to make any kind of commitment, this person definitely runs away. So if you don't give them what they want, they'll get it somewhere else. Anybody who's willing to go super slow, and that means taking it to that next level, the physical connection. See, anybody who's in a rush to have that physical connection doesn't always have your best interest at heart. Yeah. But if you comparing two people, one isn't like the other. They're very similar because they're your type. So, yeah, interesting. Yeah, you know your worth. So you've learned your worth, your value, the skunk spirit. You got this, Aries. Wish you the best. Don't be afraid of taking a little bit of a risk. Just it's a calculated risk with this. By paying attention to the signs and the signals. If something doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. But I feel something here is going to feel right. Okay? Because I am sensing somebody who was very low vibrational came towards you. They came in with this lack, this negativity. Just, I don't have any money, I don't have this or that. They're just negative, okay? This other person is loyal. So somebody who'll be loyal to you. So, but just watch out what you tell friends, okay? Because I feel like there's someone here who, that you can trust, and somebody here, I think you got some jealous friends. Some of you got friends who were jealous. Okay, so just you have to watch that too. I know, it just seems like a lot of obstacles and struggles here. It's all about avoiding conflict and drama. Take care. Bye for now.